It was a quiet morning on February 22, 2024, at the University of Georgia campus when nursing student Laken Riley laced off for her routine jog. Security cameras captured her running along the trail just after 9 a.m., phone in hand, unaware that something terrible was about to unfold. Earlier that day, surveillance footage shows a man wearing dark clothing and a hood near an off-campus apartment complex not far from the trails, a glimpse of the figure who would soon be accused of a brutal attack. Around 9:10 a.m., Riley suddenly stops mid-run and places a desperate 911 call. The only sounds on the line are rustling and silence.
County 911. Hello, this is Clark County 911. Hello, Clark County 911. Can anyone hear me? County 911.
Yo Tango.
Moments later, investigators allege that Jose Antonio Ibarra, a 26-year-old man, ambushed Riley in the woods, hitting her over the head with a rock. Surveillance footage and forensic evidence linked Ibarra to the crime, and despite his lawyer claiming the evidence was circumstantial, Ibarra was found guilty on 10 counts, including felony murder, kidnapping with bodily injury, and aggravated assault. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Chilling footage captures the exact moment a deadly mistake unfolds on a Florida highway. On August 12, 2025, behind the wheel of a massive semi-truck, Harjinder Singh begins a reckless U-turn. The enormous truck swings across the roadway, blocking every lane. With no time to react, the minivan barrels straight into the side of the trailer, slamming into solid steel at full speed. The impact is catastrophic. Singh is captured on camera standing just feet away as emergency crews struggle to pry the crushed vehicles from beneath the truck. When the camera pans across the devastation, he glances toward the lens while silently observing the aftermath. 2 people are confirmed dead at the scene. A third person was rushed to the hospital, where they also died from their injuries. Investigators later confirmed the turn was attempted in an official use only crossover, an area strictly prohibited for civilian vehicles. 28-year-old Singh now faces 3 counts of vehicular homicide and 3 counts of manslaughter. Nobody likes a bad neighbor, and according to this man, he has some of the worst. In fact, he installed security cameras outside his apartment solely to show people just how wild his neighbors can be. Clearly, they don't care much for the cameras because they keep destroying them. They appear to be a couple of older women, so who knows what they're trying to hide. They also appear to have a very drunk man who visits from time to time, so maybe they're trying to hide him. Whatever the story is, it seems like it's long past time to move out. In 2024, the family of Othel Moore Jr. released footage that showed the shocking final moments of the 38-year-old's life. Othel Moore Jr. passed away on December 8, 2023, at the Jefferson City Correctional Center in Missouri. A criminal complaint accused guards of pepper spraying Moore, placing a mask over his face, and leaving him in a position that caused suffocation and untimely death. Moore was searched and stripped down to his boxer shorts during a prison contraband sweep. He was then handcuffed behind his back and escorted outside, according to a probable cause statement from deputies. Investigators noted that Moore did not display aggression and was cooperating with officers. While standing handcuffed just outside of his cell, Moore was pepper sprayed, then fitted with a spit hood, leg restraints, and placed in a restraint chair. Guards claimed Moore was refusing to follow orders and spit at them, although witnesses reported that Moore was actually spitting out the pepper spray. Multiple people allegedly heard Moore repeatedly saying that he couldn't breathe, and the incident was captured by the prison's video surveillance system. After several minutes had passed, officers noticed that Moore wasn't breathing. He was eventually taken to a hospital wing where he was pronounced dead.
Emergency response team, and this rogue unit went in searching cells and inmates at the facility that day. You will see on the video Othel put in a restraint device cart, wheeling him out of the prison day room. Spit mask placed over his head.
And you can hear him screaming, help, I can't breathe, take it off, I can't breathe.
The medical examiner determined that Moore died from positional asphyxiation, and his death was officially classified as a homicide. 4 prison guards had been charged with murder, while a 5th was charged with manslaughter. Now, let's see how the random bystanders do. The man in the white hat is attempting to shoplift from a local grocery store, while the security guard is using multiple shopping carts as a means of holding him back. Then, out of nowhere, a random shopper beans the would-be thief in the head with what looks like a soda bottle, sending him to the ground like a bag of bricks. The security guard seems pretty thankful, too, as it seems that they were already out of ideas before the customer intervened. In January 2020, inside the walls of Monroe County, Georgia jail, tension exploded into tragedy. Years later, authorities released the surveillance footage showing the disturbing final moments of one man's life inside the jail's booking area. 40-year-old Joshua D. Marshall had suffered a schizophrenic episode while at his father's house. His father called 911 to request that his son be taken to a mental health facility. Instead, Joshua was arrested and taken to jail. Within minutes of being booked, Joshua becomes visibly agitated as deputies move in to restrain him. Surveillance cameras roll as the situation escalates. Marshall is forced to the ground and held down as multiple officers press their weight onto him. Seconds stretch into minutes, then Joshua stops moving. Paramedics rush him out of the jail, but it's already too late. Joshua Marshall was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation classified his death as a homicide linked to the physical altercation, igniting public outrage and renewed questions about the use of force behind bars. Joshua's family brought a federal civil lawsuit against Monroe County and the officers involved in his death. The case was settled out of court, allegedly for $1 million plus funeral expenses.
Me online, you disgusting. And you know what? I know what your car is. I know where. So when we move, guess what? You both are going.
Is that a threat? Is that a threat?
Look at this young lady having a straight-up crash out for all the world to see over a parking spot. She's just standing there yelling slurs like a champ until a couple of police officers finally show up and escort her away.
You too. You probably have AIDS, you gross.
You probably have syphilis.
So, are you ready for the receipts? Well, first things first. This happened in Florida. Second things second, the lady, Allison Murphy, ended up losing her job when this footage of her using slurs and making threats went public. Womp womp. It's hard to tell if this should be filed under disturbing or just plain wrong. This young mother is at a store with her child who is trying on some new shoes. A few seconds in, a man appears and walks by. Apparently, the dude has already done a few laps around this woman, and she is definitely taken notice. But even if she didn't expect the creeper to do this, out of nowhere, he rubs himself up against her in a very purposeful way, prompting her to call security. Probably a safe bet that she isn't the first victim of this shoe department sex pest. This video comes to us from Toronto. Between the various CCTV cameras, you can make out what many people consider to be a targeted assassination. The figure in the hoodie can be seen acting strangely right before they enter the upscale restaurant. Despite the person's hood being closed tightly around their face, nobody seems to react. However, after wandering around for several minutes, the person finds their target, produces a gun, and fires. With their target eliminated, the person immediately makes a run for it. The victim, a 54-year-old real estate agent, died at the hospital, but the suspect was never apprehended. In 2019, home surveillance cameras in Sacramento captured the heroic final moments of a young woman's life. 23-year-old Chanel Brown was attacked by her boyfriend who arrived at her house with a gun and threatened to shoot her. Rather than fear for her own safety, she told others to go inside and lock the doors. Sadly, when police arrived minutes later, the boyfriend followed through with his threats and shot Chanel dead. The police responded by firing at the boyfriend, killing him too.
Everything about her was an angel. She helped you. She saved lives. The night she died, she saved lives. She saved other people. She sacrificed her own life. That's what really happened. She sacrificed herself.
Police praised Chanel's actions, and her mother said that even in her final moments, her daughter was angelic. Here's another road rage incident. However, this time, it ends in a way you might not expect. The angry driver uses a club to bash in this man's window. at which point some angry words and racial slurs are exchanged.
Yeah, Archer and Meade, you got to get here in a hurry.
Oh God, they're probably gonna kill each other.
He just rear-ended the pickup truck and his bags went off.
He's getting out. He's getting out. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Here we go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, he's getting in his car now.
Oh, he's going to...
Holy shit.
Oh, he's gonna take off. Holy shit! He tried to run him. He just stole.
Oh my God.
After ramming the attacker's truck, the man gets out of his car and drives off in the man's vehicle. This is basically Grand Theft Auto in real life. You crash a car, smash another, and then upgrade to a better one. Crazy stuff.
All for road rage you're gonna do. Oh, he got his axe in his hand. Oh, hell no.
Look at it. You better take a video of that. He's going to throw it again.
No, he put it back in his car.
That's fairly f***ing nice, man. But taking it off my f***ing property and stay off of it.
You don't even know where the property line is, do you?
Property lines have been fought over since humans first emerged from the caves. The only difference is that now we have video cameras just to prove how idiotic we look when we do it. This guy has a nice little meltdown over the situation, while the person filming remains perfectly calm. The best part of this one is that he managed to kick that sign, at best, about 2 feet. Doesn't really make him look like a big bad man, does it?
You don't even know where the property line is, do you?
Well, I assumed this side was ours, but
Well, actually, it's Leroy's.
oh, well, I ran it, so.
Property marker's up there.
Okay, I ran it, so.
Let's finish up with a video from jolly old London, where a cell phone wielding passerby came across 2 men fighting in a doorway, using, of all things, their belts.
Hold on, your feet. Not on that door. Move, Melody, move, Melody. I lock the door, lock the door.
Look, just lock the door, please. Lock the door.
Hey, lock the door, bro.
Lock the door.
Melody, move, bro. You leave it, bro. Yeah? Hold that.
Lock the door and then it won't get open. They're going to break your door. Just lock it.
Lock the door, brother.
What's happened?
It's true that a leather belt can do some damage when whipped hard enough, but I've never actually seen anyone use one as a weapon that wasn't an angry father trying to punish his kid.
Oh, damn, bro, you're just drunk and you're acting stupid.
Here's a really terrifying video from the greater Houston area. CCTV footage captured a Cuban national opening fire on an ex-family member, killing them in the process. In the video, the man approaches the home and knocks on the window. The moment the door opens, he fires a single shot into it before escaping. Apparently, the man had killed others in the past, on top of a bunch of other criminal charges. Looks like he's not getting out of this one, though.
I skipping in an escort heading towards the ramp, and I was standing alongside Guy earlier on enjoying the luxurious toilet facilities here at Santa Pod. He seemed very, very confident. Not so confident about the jump, mind you, but here he comes now. He's going very, I think he's going faster than any of the earlier cars. He's going very quickly indeed. The main problem, of course, is if he hits the dam on the ramp, it could go over the edge. That's a very...
A stunt crash on the Late Late Breakfast Show is one of the most infamous moments in British TV history. The show, which aired in the 1980s and 90s, was known for its outrageous and dangerous stunts, often with hilarious or sometimes disastrous results. On September 10, 1983, a series of amateur stunt drivers attempted to break the record for jumping a row of cars live on air. All crashed short of the target, but Guy Skipton's car veered into the trackside on landing, destroying a camera cable but miraculously failing to inflict death or injury on spectators and staff.
Everybody's all right. The car's gone. The car went into the crowd, but nobody's hurt. Nobody's hurt. Well, a reassuring assurance, or was it? John Phil, nobody was hurt. I wish we would keep you posted. The hit squad do dafter things than that in some respect. And now let's go to Santa Pod and find out how the next live challenge is going to go and whether it remains on the strip or goes into the crowd. Well, Noel, everything was all right after that last one. Oh, very nervous because it came down about where I was standing, but miraculously nobody was hurt. The crowds moved back, and so you won't be at all surprised to hear of I. Also, most importantly, driver Guy Skippon is all right, a little shaken, and he's got his knees hurt. But now we're going to see Rich Smith driving, of all things, a Jensen. I can't believe that, but he's going to be going up the ramp in his Jensen. But it's not Kid Jensen in a Smith, really. I'd rather like to see that. Rich Smith on his first solo flight. I am moving backwards.
Skipton was later seen being helped to a stretcher, having hurt his knees. While he survived, another stunt ended in tragedy in 1986, when during rehearsal, stuntman Michael Lush fell from a 120-foot high crane. The show was canceled soon after.
Well, obviously we'll keep you posted as to exactly what happened with that attempt. It certainly looked remarkably frightening. From the pictures I can see, they're sorting him out. We'll keep you posted as to what happens. A reminder on next week's programme, I'll be telling you about the Great Paris Air Race. We have an absolutely magnificent aeronautical occasion when a number of teams are going to try and race between London and Paris, and that will be occurring live on the programme. As I mentioned, also Kid Creole will be with me and Boy George. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of the programme, and we'll see you at the same time next week. Bye.
People get their cars towed all the time. So why is this tow truck driver from Florida in such hot water? Well, it's mainly because this car happened to have a 4-year-old inside.
You come here. Ooh. Girl, my kid. Oh, his kid in there.
Footage shows the father shouting for the driver to stop, only for him to completely ignore him and even speed off faster. To be fair, the man should not have left his daughter in the car unattended, but it was still the tow truck driver's fault for not listening to him. He was later arrested and charged with child neglect. In Russia, an elderly man went to get on a bus but somehow ended up underneath it. As he attempts to board it, the old man trips and falls into the road. Some sources say he was drunk, but that may or may not be true. Either way, the driver fails to notice, closes the door and drives off, running over the poor pensioner. Sadly, it proved to be fatal, and the elderly man could not be saved.
I've been talking to your mom and dad right now.
They're not here, man. You just put your hands on her, sir.
Colton?
You put your hands on her, sir.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
She was in our common area.
No, you tried to hit her with your car. And you put your hands on her.
Sure I did.
No, you did. I have it on video. I have a GoPro.
Listen.
You pulled your vehicle out in front of
Sir, I honestly, I would leave if I were you.
I know what I'm doing.
You're taking. I'm getting airplay also, sir. You tried to
Right,
hit her with your car and you put your hands on her.
I am the HOA president.
It
We've
doesn't matter.
had
You can't put your hands on people.
so many.
You can't put your hands on people.
You put your hands on me.
I didn't. You tried to hurt her. You put your hands on her. She has a red mark on her arm.
This one has everything we've seen so far all rolled into one. A Karen in a car, a dirt bike, and an HOA president. Apparently, this guy put his hands on this dude's girlfriend while she was riding her bike.
Listen, guys, both of you. Okay, let's be reasonable for a second.
You're going to jail.
Okay,
sir.
good.
You put your hands on her.
Let's be reasonable. Okay, I'll wait right here.
The boyfriend, the man filming, does his best to stand up to the bully, who seems utterly indifferent to the damage he just caused. It all starts to make sense the second you see the Florida license plate. Let's lighten things up even further with a little grand theft package. This sort of stuff happens all the time, so it's hardly interesting on its own. What is interesting is that the man in question has since earned the name the Butt Crack Bandit. Due to the fact that his derriere seems to be constantly exposed. Too bad you can't use them like fingerprints, huh? Here's another video from Libya. It shows two men interacting in a shop when a third person comes in, produces a knife, and immediately starts stabbing the customer. The man doesn't appear to be hurt badly and is able to fight the crazed guy off. But it isn't easy to figure out what could have possibly started this. If it was a hit of some kind, the man certainly used a very dull knife. This man was sorting through his inventory when, suddenly, a disposable beer keg exploded inches from his face. He didn't die, but it must have frightened the life out of him. According to many comments, the mistake here is using a disposable keg in the first place. Now for a video we can all get behind. It shows a home invasion that quickly went wrong for the would-be burglar. The dogs were already doing their job, but the two men entered the home anyway. However, they had no idea that someone was home and that that person had a Nest camera, which they used to tell them to get out of their home. Surprisingly, they comply. And the best news? No dogs were hurt. Like so many victims, 19-year-old Sade Robinson was unaware of the horrors that would befall her on her final day. On April 1st, 2024, security cameras caught Robinson leaving her apartment and heading to work, smiling and going about her day as usual. Later that night, surveillance shows her meeting a man for a first date, sharing drinks and conversation at a downtown bar. Cameras record them laughing, sitting side by side, and leaving together. This was the last confirmed public sighting of Sade alive. She was blissfully unaware of the dark turn her life was about to take. Her car was later found burned miles away, and hours after her disappearance, her severed leg was discovered on a shoreline by Lake Michigan. A suspect, 33-year-old Maxwell Stephen Anderson, was arrested days later and charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson. Anderson worked as a bartender at several Milwaukee establishments and had dated Robinson at a restaurant where he used to work.
At this point, I have received verdicts. They are in a proper legal fashion. Who is my foreperson? May I have your name and number for the record? And you did sign these 4 verdicts and date them today?
I did.
Thank you. I will now read them into the record. As to count 1, the verdict reads, we, the jury, find the defendant, Maxwell Anderson, guilty of first-degree intentional homicide as charged in count 1 of the information. As to count 2, we, the jury, find the defendant, Maxwell Anderson, guilty of mutilating a corpse as charged in count 2 of the information. As to count 3, we, the jury, find the defendant, Maxwell Anderson, guilty of arson of property other than a building as charged in count 3 of the information. As to count 4, we, the jury, find the defendant, Maxwell Anderson, guilty of hiding a corpse as charged in count 4 of the information.
He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison, with his actions described as simply evil and heartless.
Everything I do is in my power as president. Just remember that.
And what power of what? You have no power of anything.
Here's another HOA president with a massive chip on his shoulder. He starts off the video by asserting his power as if he's been anointed as HOA leader by the freaking Pope or something.
You like to talk too much, man. I hate this. All you do is talk all day.
Regardless of what you say, I am the president.
And that means what?
That means you need to get in line.
That means what? I get in line to who and to what? Not to you and to nobody.
Just like the previous lady, he saunters up like he's been riding Broncos for the better part of the century. If that was his attempt at an intimidating walk, he fell pretty hard at that one.
Wait. Get closer.
You giving me permission?
No.
So then shut the up.
They say crime doesn't pay. If this video and the last one prove anything, it often pays out in bullet wounds. Watch what happens when the robber attempts to stick up the wrong people. At first, both the man and woman behind the counter seem to be cooperating. Then, out of nowhere, a third person appears, retrieves a handgun, and unloads on the would-be thief. I don't think I need to tell you that he didn't make it. It's a shame, but it certainly was his fault. This absolutely terrifying video shows a 31-year-old Florida man attempting to force a female employee from a store he'd just robbed into a truck. As this clip shows, the woman is not about to submit to this maniac, which is the worst thing you can do. Knowing it's broad daylight outside, she makes as big a fuss as she can and eventually gets a bystander to intervene. The assailant fled the scene but was later apprehended, and he now faces a litany of charges.
シャドウが30度ぐらいあるけど、ちょっと待って、滑るな、危ないな、ちょっと待って、ここ岩あるでしょ、その岩を伝っていこう。
On October 28, 2019, Tetsuo Shiohara live-streamed himself attempting to scale Mount Fuji in Japan. The 47-year-old made his ascent wearing street clothes and carrying nothing but climbing poles, a pair of gloves, and his smartphone. Despite claiming to be suffering from frostbite at one point, he powered on, determined to reach the summit.
景色ね、景色いいよ。こここんな感じ。多分したいね。ちょっと指やべえ。よし行くぞ。そう雪が積もってね、このうわ滑る。滑んな。ここ滑るな。危険。ちょっと待って。シャドウが30度ぐらいあるけど、ちょっと待って。滑るな。危ないな。ちょっと待って。ここ岩あるでしょ。その岩を伝っていこう。この小さい岩危ない。そうなかなか危ない。ここな。滑って下山する。よし。岩を耐える。やばい。よし行こう。斜面になっちゃってるな。この道が埋まってね、半分ね、雪で。よし行こう。行けた。道合ってるのこれ。なんか外埋まってんだけど雪で。よし行こう。ここも危ないね。ちょっとね、斜面。滑る。
Sadly, he never made it, as he slipped at a crucial point and fell to his demise. Viewers who were watching his livestream quickly notified authorities, but Tetsu's body was not found until the following day, approximately 1,000 meters from the point at which he fell. According to reports, the adventurer may have been suffering from stage 4 cancer and was trying to live his life to the fullest. Unfortunately, he was ill-prepared to conquer the over 3,700-meter mountain and lacked the proper gear and climbing equipment. Here's another interesting clip involving a stolen box truck. This footage shows deputies from Pierce County following the truck at high speeds.
Good sticks, and he just attempted to hit another deputy.
Local unit number 3 monitoring.
Though the thieves start off with some pretty impressive moves, even evading 2 attempts by the pursuing deputy to perform a pit maneuver, they eventually lose control and careen off the road.
2 attempted pits, he drove out of both of them. 3rd time's a charm.
Oh, there we go. Correct.
The suspects later needed the fire department to remove them from the truck, which was quickly catching fire. The suspects survived. The box truck did not. On a chilly night in January 2022, cameras capture a woman named Karen Reed behind the wheel of her black Lexus SUV, driving through the snow-covered streets of Canton, Massachusetts. Investigators say this footage shows her movements on the same night her boyfriend, Boston police officer John O'Keefe, was found unresponsive in a snowbank outside of a friend's home. Did Karen play a role in her boyfriend's death? Cameras pick up on Reed's vehicle cruising, stopping, and then later returning to the scene where O'Keefe's body was found. prosecutors allege she struck him with her SUV during a confrontation and then left him to die, while her defense paints a very different picture, one of police cover-ups and conspiracy. Jurors watched her path unfold frame by frame and ultimately found her not guilty of second-degree murder or of vehicular manslaughter, but she was convicted of operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol. What really happened to John O'Keefe that night? The footage of Karen Reed's movements remains at the heart of the case, which is full of unanswered questions.
You said, what about welfare? You would be viral because you sitting on the corner. Before we even said anything, you walked up saying what? Like you had a problem already. You were rude. You were a That's what you is.
Yeah,
evil. You got on the right
not.
shirt.
No, I'm
Walk your ass up inside your house. I would literally move here on purpose for you.
Oh, good.
You ready?
Have control.
Right. No welfare
Code
check. All U.S. postal checks, babes.
Oh, I work for you.
Oh, I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care.
You were
Look. I don't care.
And I own 3
I
companies.
don't care.
Hey,
and let's show UPS what you said. What you said about welfare?
What does it matter?
What you asking about welfare? More white people is on EBT anyway. It was started for you guys. So take you and your little flip into your house. I will purposefully move here for you.
Good.
You and your dog. And I got a chow for that one.
Imagine not being able to do literally anything without someone having a problem with it because you're of a different ethnicity. This couple was attempting to tour a home when the neighbor started yelling racial stuff at them. The lady decides to spit some hot fire at the lady, who walks away like she's been spending the last 40 years riding horses.
All the school shootings, all pedophiles, all the incest, your cousin is actually your brother. Go in the house. Next. Goodbye. Bye.
The two then stand there for several more minutes, screaming and trading racial data like a couple of analysts. The threat that she'll move out of there just to spite her is a real one. Maybe we can turn this into a sitcom if that happens.
Shandy, come here!
I'm recording! You're not recording! Holy shit, film this
Here's yet another example of a brazen midday attack boasting some pretty unusual weapons. This woman is using a pickaxe to attack her neighbor's home. She's already done significant damage, and you can hear people inside and outside the house either screaming or laughing. Then, out of nowhere, a man opens the door and grabs the pickaxe from the woman before hitting her with the business end. Unfortunately, there isn't much information about what happened before or after this footage, but we can guess that they didn't just shake hands and go their separate ways.
Okay everyone, so we got a motion detected alert outside of our house and I saw a dude in the thumbnail, so I was curious. Now, I want to make sure that I'm not crazy and that you're seeing what I'm seeing. So pay attention to what this guy does. He's walking his dog in our yard and it stops to take a poop. That's not strange, but just watch this dude.
Of all the mayhem and chaos we've seen in this video, this footage might be the worst.
Now he just picked up the poop, looks like he just sniffed it. He's sniffing the poop, and now I want to say he just took a bite of that poop. I'm pretty sure the poop is in his mouth and he's walking away with his dog right now.
Poopy mouth man trying to escape the scene undetected.
This man is walking his dog, which is a perfectly normal activity. However, after his dog stops to relieve himself, he picks up the dog's poop, smells it, and appears to take a bite out of it. That's a first for this channel, and it's definitely a piece of footage that I want to delete from my memory.
There goes the poopy mouth man in our neighborhood. Who is this man, and why is he eating poop out here?
We need to know.
I think I need to go home, put my wetsuit on, guys. Somebody is telling me to go up and check on the people in this house.
On January 27, 2023, Daniel Mark Miller, a 34-year-old from Werribee Valley, New Zealand, became a fallen hero during Auckland's devastating floods. While many were huddled indoors, Daniel was out and about, wading through knee-deep waters, offering his assistance. He even live-streamed his efforts on Facebook, explaining how he felt compelled to check on his neighbors. However, during his selfless mission, Daniel encountered a hidden danger, an open manhole.
Somebody is telling me to go up and check on the people in this house.
After falling through it, his livestream ended abruptly. Despite extensive search efforts, his deceased body was not recovered until later that evening. While his bravery is commendable, it also underscores the importance of staying informed and cautious in such scenarios. Unless absolutely necessary, it's probably best to leave the rescue efforts to the professionals. We've seen plenty of road rage in this video so far, but what about roid rage? So, apparently, this guy was deadlifting just a little bit too loudly for some of his fellow gym goers' liking, and they decided to confront him about it. This resulted in two men threatening all sorts of violence against one another, including a potential stabbing. If you're going to spend all that time working out, you should owe it to the internet to at least throw a punch.
Oh, really? Oh, bastard.
Fishing has a reputation as one of the most relaxing sports. I guess that really depends on where you do it and who's around when you do. This woman tries to push this poor guy into the water only to bounce off him like a ping pong ball.
Hey, what is wrong with you? I like people who follow the goddamn rules on this property. That's what's wrong. Call the cops. Hey, I'm going to.
Maybe he's wrong. Who knows? But if she thought that was the best way to go about fixing it, that's pretty wild. Now, let's head up to North Canada for some even more insane footage. When the clip begins, you can see what appears to be a Sikh man standing outside of his house, not far from his Jeep. He gets into the driver's seat and closes the door, just in time for three random men to run up and start chopping at him with an axe and machete. They proceed to attack the poor man viciously as he attempts to flee for his life. Unfortunately, they catch him and continue to wail on him with their weapons until the man's wife shows up and chases them off. If you want some background, this man apparently hosts a podcast about Indian politics. These people were apparently on the other side. The good news is that he survived and was left in stable condition. Aside from the war, one of the more disturbing videos to come out of Crimea in recent years shows the Kerch Polytechnic College massacre, where an 18-year-old student killed 20 people and wounded 67 others. Footage from a store in the area shows a young man wearing a blue sweatshirt purchasing ammunition. He interacts with the clerk and purchases a relatively large amount of ammo, which he places in his backpack. Footage from CCTV cameras at the school shows him wandering the halls with a shotgun firing randomly at teachers and students alike. In Malaysia, a motorcyclist lost his life after crashing head-on with a car while going through a tunnel. The biker drifted out of his lane while going around the corner, and in a split second, his lights were out. Frustratingly, he shouldn't have been in the tunnel in the first place, as there was a sign that specifically forbids motorbikes from going through it. Well, it's too late for him to learn now.
Hey! Hey, no! No! Why? Take it.
Here's the game. Here's the game.
So you better be here asking for money?
That was
so
nice.
you feel comfortable asking for money? She's selling flowers. Go back to work, lazy ass.
Some people stand by the side of the road to sell things. Others just stay there to beg for money. In this incident, one of the latter decided to take his rage out on one of the former. After the frustrated panhandler kicks over the poor person's flowers, he decides to steal the plants he's already ruined to throw them over the embankment.
He's just stealing the flowers right now.
At this point, the flower salespeople decide to take action, prompting the police to show up. Probably not the first time that the panhandler's been to jail, either. In Springfield, Illinois, police are called to attend a disturbance between one man and his, or what he claims to be, his dog.
I thought you were pointing up there. So what's going on?
So, me and my sister was in the house. Our brother started calling us because he had a leash and he was trying to get the dog to attack my brother. We took the leash because they're choking and abusing the dog. He stole somebody's dog. That's not his dog.
He stole
You can ask her. She said the same thing.
Watch this.
That dog.
He doesn't like you if that is not your dog.
Well, so you're...
Have the dog all snatching it up. That's why I came out there.
And it's not his dog.
I just paid for this dog, man. You're not taking my dog.
Oh, yeah, you can get him in the car.
I just paid for this.
Okay.
Because I don't want that for
This is 32-year-old Keshawn Rush. At the time this footage was taken, he was on pre-trial release for multiple cases of aggravated battery and aggravated assault. After this incident, he would add a lot more charges to his rap sheet.
I paid $1,000 for this genetic club, bro. You're not taking my dog, sir.
Let go of the dog. It's a leash
I'm here for what that is, no.
That's
Watch him.
scare him too. I'm telling you, he's not
Yeah,
an aggressive
watch
dog.
him.
He's not.
Yeah, look, he been in fights since I just saved his life for $500.
Okay.
I'm broke right now. I just paid $500. Look at his ear. Look at his chest. Look at his back. This is a Mexican pup. This is my dog. I just paid $500 for him.
Okay.
They stole my leash.
They stole your leash?
Business, I don't know
Okay.
Bro, they stole this.
All right, come on, boy. Where you? I stole you with go, boo. Where you gonna go, boy?
If you would get off him, he would choose. I'm telling you, he came up to me the first time.
It's okay, huh, boy.
Sam 7:30. I'm out with him.
That part.
I don't even live here.
Yeah,
Talking about you for no reason. Go in the house. Watch him. Watch him.
Hey,
Watch out. Watch out.
You're gonna go to jail. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
It's my dog. I just pay for it.
All right.
I just got next day. My dog better be here.
Can you start animal control?
I just pay for it.
Okay.
Go, come on, Blue.
You ain't going nowhere.
What location are you out with you, man?
Let the dog go.
2237. Hey, let go of the dog.
Whether he paid for the dog or not, this guy doesn't appear to be a responsible owner. Witnesses claim to have observed him striking and choking the dog before the officers arrived. When he tries to take the dog for a walk, or rather drag it away, the situation becomes much more heated.
What? Let go of the dog.
You better not put this on my dog.
You better. Hey, let her go. Let her go. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
My dog. Watch out. Watch out. That's my dog.
Hey, it don't matter. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Come on, boy.
813, you have traffic.
Put your hands behind your back. Brother, put your hands behind your back, please.
No, this is my dog. I just paid for him.
I'll put your hands behind your back.
You need to put your hands behind your back. No, none of that.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Spray, get sprayed. Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back.
Anyone can step up early, unit, please. Watch out. Get up on. Hands behind your back. Y'all just put hands on it, man. Put your hands behind your back. No, I ain't get fucked by none of that.
Yep, put your hands.
Officer Peters. You going down, Peters. Boy, you going down, boy. Yes, Officer Peters. Somewhere back that bitch party. Yes, Officer Robinson. Oh, you might well go and shine. That get all you.
Yeah. Y'all ain't.
You got 13 cameras on you, boy. You done head, right? You know y'all.
Yeah. All right, roll them over. Step up and roll them over.
Following a lengthy struggle, officers eventually managed to click the handcuffs onto Keyshawn's wrists.
Come on, man.
What's your badge number?
What do you need?
All right, cool. Hey, excuse me, sir. I need your name and badge number.
813. Wow.
Mr. Robinson.
1, 2, 3.
Badge number for the. I'm talking to that.
You get one.
Hey, I'm gonna make y'all ain't getting away with it.
You search him, Robertson?
I got shit with me, nigga.
You have an envelope.
I got some other all over my face. This shit broad night. Yeah. He's got a knife. No way. I ain't no felon. Are you done? Are you done pushing me in my face? Are you done pepper spraying me?
We didn't do that.
Yeah, you did. We got it on camera.
Not us.
Y'all sued. I want 150,000.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Brady. Come on. We're having for dinner. Come on. I can't see y'all pepper sprayed. I need to figure out.
Just sit down like normal, man.
How? I can't see shit.
There you go.
Yeah, just like put your hand like that. We are not going to do that. All right. You are not going to do that, okay? Do you understand me? Yes, sir. You're not going to do that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sit up right. I'm trying to get up. You pushing me in here. You're forcing me in here, man. How can I sit up if you're forcing me? I can't see shit. You pressed me like 3 times. I can't see shit. Come on, man. Straighten your legs. Man, come on, man.
There you go.
Get my shoes, man. Turn around and sit.
Sit in the car. Thank you.
After some barking and spitting, one dog is on his way back to the pound. But what about the actual dog? It's clear it's been through a lot in the past 24 hours, but there's hope that it may be reunited with its real owner.
All of that for no
That's not your guys' dog?
Huh?
That's not your dog?
No, but somebody was looking for him. I lost his post on Facebook. Somebody was really looking for him.
They have animal control coming. They're probably going to check and see if he has a chip, and then they'll contact his owner.
What all did you guys see?
So basically, we was in the house. My brother called us. We come down because the dude in the police car was trying to get the dog to attack my brother. So that's when my sister came down here and snatched the leash because he got the choking the dog and stuff.
Like with
and
the
then,
leash, who's
Yeah, like he
like
kept grabbing the dog's neck, like stretching the dog's neck. And
like by like the front
Yes, and the back.
and the back?
You can ask them, they've seen it too. Them two right there, my brother and his girlfriend.
Like, that is sweet.
Do you know
Like, why
who's
would you
know
sit
who's
there and
dog?
abuse him? He's sweet. No, like
Who do
I
you-
said, it was a post going missing on him.
what female
Well,
put
I
their hands
lost the
on?
post. Yeah, now y'all got the dog. They gonna kick him and find him.
Because he grabbed my sister.
How long ago did you see that?
Like, not too long ago. I'm telling you, like a month ago.
It might still be on there, but I don't know.
He put hands on you?
Yes, he got the
No,
grab
he really just took my shirt. That's it, and that's all. Like, trying to.
How did that happen? When?
Because she took the dog because the police officer told him to let go. And then that's when my brother jumped in and started punching him
Because
because
it
he
was
was
the black
grabbing
dude
my
by
sister.
himself.
So he just like grabbed up on your shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Wouldn't you like to just hold him in place while I grab a leash?
I could try.
I mean, if you just...
He's been super.
related? I'll grab the leash. I'll be right back.
No, we're not.
Everyone I talk to is...
What's your
name?
Keyshawn Rush was arrested on multiple felony and misdemeanor charges, included aggravated battery to a police officer, domestic battery, resisting arrest, and cruelty to animals. As of this video, his case is still ongoing. Death comes to us all, but knowing how and when you're going to die must be terrifying. Many of the 476 passengers aboard the Sewol ferry in South Korea were unsure of their fate on April 16, 2014. During a sharp turn, the ferry suddenly capsized and began to sink. Most of the passengers were high school students on a class trip. Some trusted that they would be rescued. Some laughed about the situation. Others cried. Towards the end, most of them must have known that they were doomed. Rescue efforts were slow, disorganized, and ineffective. Of those on board, 304 people died. Only 172 survived. The disaster sparked national outrage and mourning, exposing deep failures in South Korea's maritime safety regulations, emergency response systems, and government accountability. Investigations later revealed that the ship had been overloaded with cargo, improperly secured, and modified in ways that compromised its stability. The ferry's captain and several crew members were later convicted. The captain received 36 years in prison for abandoning passengers. What sentence would you have given him?
I don't want to be in the air. Be careful.
Putting your own life at risk. Yeah. Your own life at risk.
That was super loud.
Come here, please. I don't want you in the road when.
Yeah, I want y'all over
She's
there.
doing that, and people are having to get by.
Big guys.
The police will even tell her you're putting your own life at risk. For what?
Why do they have to be so rude? Not listen?
You're jumping in front of their cars, but you're putting your own life at risk. The police will tell you that is insane. Like.
People in the US really have a problem discerning public property from private property. Check out this lady who has apparently appointed herself the boss of this entire parking lot, attempting to determine who gets in and who doesn't. She tries to appeal to the people watching, and they concur that what she's doing is legitimately crazy.
I'm gonna need you to step out of the way. This is a public parking lot.
No, it's not. This is private property.
Not listed as anytime fitness only.
Thank you.
On the way. The vehicle, and there's a lot of people standing out here, so I'm gonna need you to step back over all the way.
But I don't have any place for my number to are.
You still
That's
step
not
out of the way.
anyone's
You're putting
problem.
a lot of people at risk here.
Finally, someone with real authority shows up to remind her that this is a 100% public place and that she has no right to be deciding who comes and goes. She attempts to claim it's private property, but the officer doesn't buy it. At least she didn't get splattered in front of a crowd full of people.
Thank you.
This is the Aldi line. I keep going?
Yeah. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
This video shows another attempted kidnapping that thankfully went wrong. You can see a person driving a forklift and another man walking around, as if supervising the process. Out of nowhere, a white car speeds past, then reverses and backs into frame. As the man on foot goes up to address the occupants, they grab him and speed off, dragging him along the outside of the car. Luckily, a group of workers sees what happened and rushes over to save the man. He was eventually recovered, but did suffer some pretty serious injuries. Here's one you don't see every day. These people decided to stop their car in the middle of a highway to execute a little photo op. We can't see what's behind them, but it must be a pretty epic view to risk your car and your life like this. Luckily, the occupants were unharmed, but the way they drove off with the younger person still fully out of the sunroof tells me that some injuries are on the way sooner or later. In August 2019, 70-year-old Leon Van Biljon, known as the Lion Man, lost his life at his Mahala View Lion Lodge near Pretoria, South Africa. While repairing a fence inside the lion enclosure, the Lion Man turned his back and one of his 3 prized lions attacked him, resulting in fatal injuries. To reach the 70-year-old, responders had to euthanize all 3 lions, named Rambo, Nikita, and Catherine, which Van Biljon raised since they were cubs. The gruesome incident was a reminder that even wild animals raised in captivity can be dangerous killing machines. Here's yet another road rage incident. This time, the drivers tried to play bumper cars right in front of the police station. It's hard to imagine what could have possibly happened to prompt this sort of reaction, as both cars were left with tons of damage.
This is crazy.
Oh, and the police eventually showed up. Doorbell cameras are a great invention. Police investigators and prosecutors love them. In 2022, Jason Shin was captured doing seemingly normal things like buying cleaning supplies and driving a vehicle. But when this footage was shown in court, and it was explained that he had cleaned up a murder scene and the vehicle belonged to his victim, the images took on a whole new look. 22-year-old Jasmine Pace's body had been found in a suitcase, with her ankles handcuffed and shackled to her arm. She had been stabbed more than 60 times. Jasmine's parents immediately suspected her boyfriend, Jason Chen, and after police executed a search warrant at his home, they found evidence of blood and attempts to clean it up. Chen did not get away with murder. He was found guilty of first-degree premeditated murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Stand, Chen, please stand with your turn. Charles, please, go ahead. I'm sorry, the very top sentence there. With respect.
With respect to the sentence of the defendant, Jason Chen, on count 1 of presentment 315228, we, the jury, do unanimously find the following statutory aggravating circumstances beyond a reasonable doubt, in that the murder was especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel, and that it involved torture or serious physical abuse beyond that necessary to produce death, and do unanimously agree that the defendant's sentence shall be life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
Please maintain quorum. Thank you. Our jurors, if this is your individual verdict, please still indicate by raising your right hand. It should indicate that all right hands are raised. If you've established further polling of the jury. So, Your Honor. Okay. Sit down.
Stating that there is somebody walking around the neighborhood that does not look familiar around here. Everybody knows everybody in here.
Which I understand, but my grandmother is new to the neighborhood.
Okay.
I haven't gotten the chance to walk around and like introduce myself to a bunch of different people.
Okay, so you reside here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're new here. I can check the records. If you're new here and your grandmother just bought the place, then I can find that out.
I understand that. There's no reason for me to lie.
Okay,
It's just I'm just a regular person trying to take a walk. I'm dealing with everyday stuff.
Again, what is with these people? You see someone you don't know in your neighborhood, and your first thought is to pull up on them and harass them. The man immediately tells the woman that he lives here with his grandmother.
But this is a private neighborhood.
And I live here.
Okay, but this is a private neighborhood, and I got a couple phone calls from people stating that somebody was walking around very slow, and they were concerned. That's why
I'm just dealing with phone calls and I'm handling business. I'm not.
Either they'll call me or they'll call the cops.
I understand. I understand,
that's why
man.
my name is Ann. You can let your grandmother know I'm Ann. I'm the property manager here. She should have all my information, being that she just closed and everything, and I'm right at the phone.
I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time by all means. It's a lot going on.
The woman then states that this is a private neighborhood and that she is the property manager. To his credit, the guy is pretty patient, especially considering she most likely only pulled him over because of his race.
I'm a kind soul. I might not, like, I know I'm young and this is an older neighborhood and stuff.
This surveillance footage surfaced on the internet with little context, so there's not much to say about what led up to this event. But if you keep your eyes on the guard near the bottom right, you'll see one of the luckiest situations imaginable. Out of nowhere, a man appears with a sword, swings it at the guard, and then turns towards the crowd of pedestrians. As the guard attempts to stop him, the crazed man takes another swing at him, knocking off his hat. If the guard had been just a few inches taller, we wouldn't even be able to show you this video. Here's a weird one for you. Someone stole an 800-pound bronze statue of Mormon founders Joseph Smith and Brigham Young from a business park in Salt Lake City, Utah. Surveillance footage shows an SUV arriving early in the morning with a flatbed trailer attached. After a few moments, several people exit the vehicle, apparently to separate the statue from its platform. It's a pretty brazen theft, but the group was caught quickly. The statue, estimated to be worth around $100,000, has also been recovered. In December 2024, two aging Russian oil tankers met disastrous fates near the Kerch Strait. There must have been something in the water, besides oil, because soon after a third ship also ran into problems and began sinking. When all was said and done, one crew member lost their life, and the oil spill, which stretched along 14 kilometers of coastline, killed thousands of birds and at least 58 dolphins. This footage shows a well-meaning Washingtonian attempting to tow a disabled vehicle, only to fail in truly spectacular ways. On the first attempt, the tow strap broke, sending the car into a restaurant storefront. They tried again, only to lose control of the vehicle a second time, further damaging the restaurant. Believe it or not, the drivers then tried a third time, only to crash the car into a bush before ultimately abandoning the endeavor entirely. Back in the UK, where knives tend to be the weapon of choice, shootings do still happen. This attack occurred in Liverpool in November 2025. The victim was lucky to escape death, though he was rushed to the hospital in critical condition after being struck by bullets in the back and leg.
They can't have that on there. Yeah, they can't have that. It looks like it's temporary. It looks like he didn't put it on.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yeah. That was that young man we just saw.
Here's another incredible HOA situation in which a woman nearly walks into her neighbor's home without permission when she doesn't come to her door fast enough.
Yeah. Hello? I know they're home. Hi. That's temporary, right? You didn't bolt that to your door, did you?
I'm all for living in a nice place, but this is ridiculous. Thanks to this channel, I've seen people stealing all sorts of crazy things, but this is a new one. This footage comes to us from Russia, where a couple entered a pet shop with some devious intentions. They're here to steal a turtle. After the two disappear behind the aisle, the husband creates a distraction. He then returns, puts the turtle into his pocket, and walks outside the store. The strange thing is that there is nothing particularly special about this type of turtle. It's not rare or expensive. Maybe they just wanted to set it free. So, it seems that people have been going around filming themselves spraying water on NYPD officers. It's a bizarre trend, to say the least, and definitely one that's not going to end well for you. Assault is a strong word, but stupid feels pretty appropriate.
years, we feel like we belong, and we're going to throw down tonight. So the way this works is each rider gets 2 runs of 75 seconds each, and Caleb is going to start on the big downhill jump. This is a big 90-footer downhill in run. That caused his front end to come up a little bit, was able to stomp out the landing and set him up for the double-double. So a little tentative start there for Caleb Moore, but we know he has some gigantic tricks in his arsenal. That was huge, a huge super flip, almost KOD type of flip.
Caleb Moore, a talented freestyle snowmobile rider, suffered a fatal accident during the 2013 Winter X Games in Aspen, Colorado.
He's coming back into the super kicker. He gets it! Off of the 70-foot ramp, that's something that he was working on in practice. He stuck 2 in practice, but he also failed on 2. That was great to see him land it. Under 30 seconds left with Caleb Moore. Pulls a big corner of the flip.
During a backflip attempt in the snowmobile freestyle event, he under-rotated, causing the front skis of a snowmobile to dig into the landing ramp. The impact sent him flying over the handlebars, and his 450-pound snowmobile flipped and landed on top of him. Initially, Caleb walked away with what seemed like minor injuries, a concussion and some bruises. But things took a turn for the worse when he was diagnosed with a heart contusion, which led to complications. He was rushed into surgery for internal bleeding, but doctors later discovered he had severe brain damage. Sadly, he passed away on January 31st, 2013, at just 25 years old. Turo is an app that lets you rent cars from private citizens instead of from companies, usually for cheaper. But it comes with significant risks for both owners and renters. This footage shows a woman texting and driving in her rented Nissan Leaf. At almost no point does she 100% focus on the road, and even takes her hand off the wheel to text with both thumbs. Then, the inevitable happens. She veers off the road into a ditch, hits a mailbox, and severely damages the car. Later, she would lie to the owner of the car about what happened, not knowing that he had installed a dash cam for just such an occasion. This footage is now the primary evidence in the criminal case. In October 2024, police in Washington were called to an unsettling scene outside of Timberland High School, where an 18-year-old was attacked by the people who were supposed to care for her the most.
That's the suspect or victim?
That's the guy that was hitting the ground.
Hey, God bless you. Yeah, thank you.
He did. He was trying to kill her.
The man seen here being restrained is 44-year-old Ihsan Ali. He is the father of the unnamed victim, and we're about to find out from the girl's sister what allegedly happened.
Hands behind your back! Hands behind your back now! You guys step back. This reference my runaway call. The suspect aggressive is going to be
really aggressive. So they're in there. They're in the school. They ran away.
According to the sister, the parents were just trying to talk to the 17-year-old victim who had run away from home with some guy. However, there's a lot more to the story. And it wasn't just talking that landed the father in handcuffs.
Okay, we're gonna walk to my car over here, okay? Hang on tight. Walk forward. Okay. So just right. So you're detained right now, okay? You understand that? Walk forward. Okay. Walk forward.
Alright, appreciate you guys. I want to speak with my daughter. You're not speaking to anyone at the moment.
Yes, I want to speak with my daughter.
You will not speak to your daughter.
Why? Is this my daughter over here? I want to let her to go take her mom to home.
Okay, well, we're investigating a criminal investigation right now.
Just let me to tell her to take her mom, not like that. Just I tell her to go home, she will go home.
Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
I want to speak with my wife. Let her go. Let her
Do
go
you
home.
understand these rights I've explained to you?
Zahra!
It's a yes or a no, okay?
Zahra, تعالي هنا.
So everything's audio video recorded, okay?
Okay.
So do you understand these rights I've explained to you?
حنين زهراء اخذ السيارة منها وديتها يبوقوها.
I need a yes or a no, okay? Or I'm going to assume you don't
اخذ
want
السيارة منها يبوقوها السيارة يبوقوها.
According to one of the school staff, she ran inside to the admin building and was just saying somebody was trying to hurt her. I don't know if she's talking about probably, I'm assuming, her dad. And then at some point she walks back outside with mom and sister, located them in the school parking lot, and said she'd try to confront her and she wasn't willing to go home with them, and ends up getting behind her and choking her, dragging her, trying to get her to come at that. And then at that point, the bystander here interjected and tackled Dad and got him detained on the ground, and I got here and cuffed him.
According to the official version of events, the victim's father put the girl in a chokehold. The reason? She had run away from home to be with her boyfriend. This version of events isn't just hearsay, as some of it was caught on camera. Thankfully, there were plenty of bystanders outside the school, including the victim's boyfriend, who intervened and were able to pull her away from her abusive father. Police at the scene did not know the full extent of the parents' evil at the time, but they certainly had enough information to warrant a further investigation. Parts of this next clip have been redacted to protect the victim's identity.
Okay. I got names for some of the kids' witnesses that witnessed it.
So the one with the one in the gray backpack, he said he saw everything. That was the person.
Yeah, 3 of them saw everything.
What did they say?
Essentially that they were at the bus stop. The dad came up, started, and he grabbed her.
How did he grab her?
Like on the shoulder. Just like this.
Okay.
He was grabbing a hold of her.
Okay.
And then so he put her in a chokehold, and at some point he punched her down away from her.
Okay.
Into the pavement, and then popped back up, and the dad they said that he had her in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people piled on trying to get him off of her. They fell on the ground. He still had her in a chokehold.
Okay.
And her face was, I guess, in the dirt.
Yeah.
And then so they had to like roll him off of her to get like to her.
Yeah.
And then I guess that's when the adult
came in and intervened.
Help. And then the mom got a hold of the daughter and was grabbing her.
Okay.
Whole melee.
Despite the numerous witnesses, the man's wife and his other daughter continued to plead his innocence and insist it was the other people involved who were being aggressive towards him.
You go over there!
When your husband assaults a he asked if he's going to
He did not assault no one! This is my daughter! No, he didn't! I have proof! They're going everything! He kicked me in the face! He punched my mom and my dad! He grabbed it with another person to the ground! He didn't do... Yes, everything! A lot of students were already... I'm recording right now! I'll show you later! I want to talk to my dad right now!
Okay, well that's not happening the way you're acting. You need to calm down because that's going to happen. Right? Not going to happen. Take a deep breath. Get 5 minutes and maybe we'll talk to you. But I can't have you screaming out in the school parking lot. That's unacceptable.
You know these people?
I do. I know them very well.
Hey, so is there, because I was with you this morning, right? Is there anything I could help answer at the moment?
Well, you went out left because you said you would look for them. We went out also to look for them out in the street.
That. So why didn't you call us?
Wait, what do you mean not call? We just found them. Just
I get that, but the moment you...
I was at Safeway. We're trying to find on the street. We was like two separate.
So instead of getting out and running out, call us, right? So
I was. I was talking.
Okay.
I was calling.
Okay. So is there anything I can help you out with in the moment?
I want to
okay?
talk to my sister.
Well, you can't. We can't have you do that right now. Okay.
Which one is it? This one or is it that one? Which one is it? Is it this one or is it that one? Which one is it? You can't help me right here. Like this is not fair. Like which one is it? Is it this one or is it that?
What are you asking?
Like do I talk to my dad or can I talk to my sister? It has to be one of them.
Well,
You're not letting me anything.
Okay. We just gave you our word that you can talk to your dad, but you need to calm down for a second. Okay.
My husband wants you to me.
Here. Can you remain calm? Do you want to talk to your husband real quick? One at a time? One at a time. Here. Come on, sorry.
Where is she going?
She's going to talk to Dad. Hang on.
One at a time. You guys don't get to both talk to them.
It's hard not to feel some sympathy for the sister of the victim, as she seems torn between defending her parents and making sure her sister is okay. She also claims to have proof that her father was the one who was attacked. Proof that the officers are about to see for themselves.
Well, we've seen their recording, okay? But what your statement is, it's contradicting what they're saying. So for me to do a thorough investigation, I need to see that.
Okay.
So can I see that?
Okay.
Can you go?
He was choking this dude.
But that's the point. He's already detained. Do you have anything that goes back?
Because I arrived in that scene.
I know, but you said you had. Well, I just.
That's him right there.
Okay.
He punched me right there. See, he's trying to he punched me because he threw my phone. I was holding it like this and he threw it right there.
Let's see.
And that's why it got cut off right here. See? I was recording because I could see, and he was right there. I was trying. He threw my phone. That's why I cut, and then that's when he was trying to get to me. You see how she's holding him? Yeah.
No, but you said that.
I told you I just got onto the scene. Did you not get a recording from everyone else? I don't know.
We did. And I just, like I said, yours contradicts what they're saying. So I want to hear your side, right? We've gotten their statements, their recordings. Okay.
See, this person, I don't know why she's why she's in the scene, and why is he choking?
Yeah.
He's choking. This is not a crime either. They're choking. That's like murder. They're choking him down. When I just showed the first video of the guy.
They're detaining him. Okay. He had a right to be detained. Okay.
What do I do now? What do I do?
Unfortunately for her, her proof only serves to back up the bystanders' version of events, proving that they had to jump in and use force to get her father to stop attacking her sister. Further investigation proved even more damning towards the father and mother of the victim, as it was revealed that the victim had previously reported them both to the police for abuse prior to this incident. The victim told investigators that the parents had planned to forcefully send her to Iraq to marry an older man. She refused and ran away from home to be with her boyfriend. Following the attack outside of the high school, Ihsan Ali and his wife Zohar Subhai Mohsin Ali were subsequently arrested and charged with attempted murder, attempted killing, and assault. Their cases are currently still ongoing. Some people are responsible gun owners. Unfortunately, too many people are not. These guys are in good spirits, or at least they were, enjoying a beer and singing while one of them cradles an assault rifle. But alcohol and guns should not mix, and the party atmosphere is about to turn deadly. 32-year-old Freddie Morales from Texas was arrested and charged with murder after fatally shooting 26-year-old Julio Cesar Soto Jr. in the face. Some reports say that the two men were friends, but I'm not so sure about that. Morales had fled the scene with his gun soon after the incident, but was taken into custody without managing to fire at anyone else. Here's another example of someone blocking a parking spot because they somehow feel entitled to it. In this case, he's really taking it to the extreme, too. Yeah, we're gonna need to watch this one a few times.
Where's my f***ing money? Motherfucker! Where's f***ing money?
Max.
Where's my money? I got this f***ing bracelet. Where's my money? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna f***ing do?
Max.
Doc, motherfucker. You say VVS, I3, 14 karat, and you're using my name! You.
Here's another wild one, but it's going to need a bit of context. The guy yelling is apparently famous, at least in New York City, and has found out that this older man is selling fake jewelry under his name. So, what you have here is a pretty justified response, even if the man seems crazy without the added information.
Yeah, 6447. You. Stop. Stop. Take him. No. Get the hands off of me, Jamal. Calm down. Get your hands off of me, bro. Calm down. Calm down. Max, I love you. Calm down. Yeah, bro. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Oh, they wildin'. Oh my God. What happened?
Oh, they wildin'.
Oh, yeah, get that girl. You're David, shouldn't you?
But the really impressive part of this video is the way that everyone in the back stands there while one of the most famous jewelry designers in the city has a meltdown. As you can see from other footage, this eventually turned into a full-on brawl after the counterfeit jeweler spat in the other man's face. At least he still managed to get his name and website in there at the end.
In the end, they tried to kill me, strangle me with my own chain, get out of this hospital.
If you've ever wondered what a forced entry burglary looks like, this video will show you. Look at how quickly he acts to force his way into this apartment building. To the casual observer, it would appear that he just entered using his keys. And if he can do that to a metal door, he can easily do that to any of the doors inside. Pretty scary, right? In late January 2025, the Russian nuclear-powered icebreaker 50 Let Pobedi, meaning 50 years of victory, collided with the dry bulk cargo ship Yamal Krashet in the Kara Sea. The incident occurred on January 26 during icebreaking operations aimed at maintaining winter shipping lanes and escorting vessels. The collision resulted in significant damage to the port side of 50 Ledpovity's bow, creating a deep gash. Luckily, despite the damage, the icebreaker stayed afloat and its nuclear reactor was unaffected. Otherwise, this could have been much worse.
You better stop it. Hey, bring me that rope.
Not many people know this, but wild boars have become a massive problem across the United States. This incident from Florida shows what happened when a 300-pound boar crashed through a sliding glass door, entered a home, and began terrorizing the residents inside.
Never seen this. He's bringing a can. I've never heard of that. Gosh.
Right? That's a big, mean, feral animal.
Just came through, busting through the back door. We're 10-4. Just advise Aggie, and it's like a 300-pound sow. Oh my gosh.
The footage of the officers arriving to find the boar just standing in the kitchen is actually quite funny, but it doesn't take long for the pig to get violent.
Easy. Easy. You better stop it. Hey, bring me that rope.
As deputies attempt to wrangle the angry animal, it charges them several times, eventually escaping back into the woods, probably to find a new set of victims. As you'd expect, disturbing moments are often captured after death, as was the case in Mississippi in March 2024. One afternoon, home surveillance cameras captured 14-year-old Carly Gregg running out of her home, screaming. Had she witnessed something horrific? As it turned out, she had actually done something horrific. Evidence presented in court proved that moments before this footage was taken, the teenager had retrieved a .357 Magnum and shot her mother, 40-year-old Ashley Smiley, multiple times. After killing her mom, Gregg then used her phone to send texts to her stepfather, Heath Smiley, luring him home. When Heath arrived, Gregg shot him in the shoulder. However, he managed to disarm her and she fled briefly before being arrested nearby. Prosecutors argued that Gregg acted knowingly, while the defense cited significant mental health issues and psychosis. In September 2024, the teenager was convicted of first-degree murder, attempted murder, and tampering with evidence. She was sentenced to 2 life sentences without parole, plus 10 years.
Why should I have to drive all the way around? Because you're entitled. Because you're entitled. Yes, you just moved in a parking spot so I couldn't pull in.
You're too lazy to walk your ass over there or over there to get a spot. I'm just trying to get my tire fixed. The only issue, you're the only one I had issues with today.
He's standing right there.
And he's doing his job.
And he has more than enough space. He has more than enough space.
He needs room.
Okay. Well, I'm not moving, and I guess you aren't either. So call the police, like you said.
I am. Call 911.
So they can tell you the same thing. You can't tell somebody they can't park here.
Can't believe we've gotten this far into a video without a good old-fashioned parking space dispute. Here we have two ladies getting into a pretty serious argument because one lady needs her car tire replaced, and the other lady needs to park in a public spot.
Can you please send the police, if Chief Dunley's on, can you please send him over to 336 Main Street, Rankin of Corpet? I'm a resident, just trying to get my tire.
And you moved in front of a parking spot, and you told me I couldn't park here.
I have like an aggressive girl over here trying
now
to
I'm aggressive because I'm black.
Not understanding that we need to
meanwhile, you're
on.
standing in my parking spot, and you moved in front of my car.
Yeah, that's her yelling.
Now I'm aggressive because I'm black.
The lady in question literally calls the police about the situation, claiming the other girl is being aggressive. Many people online are claiming that this is a misuse of the 911 system. What do you think?
I'm getting aggressive. I have everything on video. I have everything on video. I'm not touching you. You're touching my car.
I don't feel safe. Yeah,
okay. Of course you don't feel safe. Of course you don't feel safe. Now I'm about to touch you. Yeah. And I have everything on video recording.
She's getting aggressive now, as you can hear.
Of course. Because you're touching my car and I'm a black lady. Now I'm aggressive.
In case you're convinced that trashy behavior only happens in the US, check out this footage from Cardiff, Wales, where two rival families attacked each other in a cemetery. Using machetes, bats, and their own vehicles, these warring clans turned the graveyard into a battleground for nearly half an hour. What's truly fascinating about this footage is that it feels so chaotic, but there is no background information. What exactly does it mean to be rival families? Do they both own chip shops downtown or something? According to proponents, these guys were walking around an aid center pretending to provide food and water to the inhabitants for social media clout. You can see the man giving this child a bag of food, but once he gets the photo, he takes it back and walks off. Later, you can see a group of kids around a water truck, but as the kids attempt to leave with the water, the man leads them off and takes it back. There's no way to tell where this is, and the people who did this should think they're lucky stars for that.
In fact, as the camera panned over, you'll see how slick it was in that high corner. The Americans were ready. Jim Morgan, the driver, calling the commands to set. They rock, and then they start the count. 1, 2, 3. Morgan, the driver, the first in the sled, followed by Jeff Yost, Paul White, and Randy Bielski. Pretty good start, 5:49, considering the more difficult footing. This pushing off has been an area the Americans have been a little bit weak in, but they've been working hard to get a smooth, coordinated start. Just a slight hesitation there, getting in by Paul White. Otherwise, very, very good. And then, this was the way that John Morgan and I called the rest of the American run. In order for this United States sled to move into 9th place ahead of Great Britain, they're going to have a clocking of 1:14.38. Let's watch the intermediate time.
James Jim Morgan was a dedicated American bobsledder from Saranac Lake, New York. He competed in the 1976 Winter Olympics in Innsbruck, Austria, finishing 14th in the 2-man event and 15th in the 4-man event. However, 5 years later, while competing in the World Championships in Italy, Morgan would lose his life.
You look good so far. You had a very good start. Not bad in the elaborates for Jimmy. Let's look for the intermediate, Bill.
45.77. That's slower than the British time, but Jimmy is not one to hold back on the lower end of the course.
Yeah, again, his nickname is Nitro, so I don't think he's going to hold back at all. He's got the last sled down in this heat, Bill, and the track conditions aren't to his advantage. But let's see what he can do with it. That's Cristallo.
All right, the British team was 104.54 out of Cristallo. And let's see what the final time is.
On the finish, get off the finish.
While piloting his 4-man bobsled, the sled overturned on the final turn of the course, slamming Morgan's head into the guardrail and causing him to sustain immediate fatal injuries. The incident was broadcast on TV, and Morgan's death highlighted the inherent risks associated with the sport.
Get on the ground.
Bro,
Get
what
on the ground. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you see. Get down.
Oh, you're about to get arrested. No, you can't
get on the ground.
What the?
On the ground. All right.
Go ahead. Hey, sir, can you call the cops, please?
Hey, call the police.
Hey, I am the police.
What are you doing?
Get the ground.
Yo, hey, stop.
I will
Stop.
shoot you.
Stop. Hey, no. Stop. Do not shoot.
Why
are you putting
Get on the ground.
Why are you doing what?
Get on the ground.
Okay. Bro, what are
Come
you
here.
doing, dude?
Get on the ground.
Here's a clearly level-headed South Carolina sheriff's deputy pulling his weapon on a group of teens. Apparently, there had been cause of disturbance in the neighborhood, and the deputy just so happened to live there, so he responded. And what a response it was.
What, dude, what are you doing?
Hey!
What?
He could be seen threatening, assaulting, and generally escalating the situation while the teens screamed for help. His gross overreaction resulted in his suspension without pay and the stripping of his badge, credentials, and, most importantly, department-issued weapons.
Call the sheriff's office.
Come on.
This may look like wholesome footage of a mother carrying her child, but looks can be deceiving. And what happened after these images were taken is anything but wholesome. The woman seen carrying the child is 18-year-old Trinity Boag, a former beauty pageant queen. The child is 18-month-old Jackson Drew, also known as J.D. Angelus. Trinity is not the mother, and the boy is actually the son of her ex-boyfriend, a man seen following them. They're on their way to a dorm room at Georgia Southwestern State University. Cameras capture the father going in and out of the dorm, leaving his son in the care of Trinity. This was a fatal error. Hours later, 18-month-old JD was found unresponsive and was rushed to the hospital after suffering blunt force trauma to his head and torso. He did not survive. Trinity claimed that the child had fallen off the bed, but his severe injuries suggested otherwise. Ms. Boag was charged with the boy's death and later sentenced to life in prison.
I don't do a lot of speaking when I'm passing the sentence. I've heard the case and I've, considered the tragedy on the left side, on my left side, and on the right side. And there's a lot of tragedy to go around here. The whole time that I'm hearing a case, I think about what the appropriate sentence would be. I hope this can bring some closure to the family. It's just a complete tragedy. And I hope that you can, in your older days, have some sort of life after serving this sentence.
She may have been judged to be pretty at one point in her life, but in court, she was judged as being rotten to the core. Here's an interesting video from the UK showing a man brandishing a knife getting taken down by the boys in high-vis. When the video starts, the man in question is standing on top of a roof. When the police arrive, he holds the knife at them and attempts to attack. In return, they deploy multiple tasers on him until he finally collapses to the ground. For as skinny as he was, he really resisted those tasers like a champ. No wonder they assumed the man was a serious threat.
Hope you feel power. Now, power.
You need to calm down.
When I get out, I'm gonna your ass up, partner. That's right. Power. Power. I did it. Power. A-town stump. Hello. See ya. What's wrong up here?
While we're on the subject of angry women destroying stores, try this footage on for size. Apparently, this took place after the police had already been called, so I guess this woman decided she had nothing to lose by making her situation even worse. It is impressive that she just sits there with a drink, taunting the poor workers trying to do their jobs.
I did it. That's fine. And what I'm really gonna do, I'm gonna do it like this. Call it. Instagram. Call it. Partner. Call it. Hey, I will return. How about that? Call it. Call them. What did y'all do? They say I got them gangster. Call them. What y'all do there?
As always, we have no information about what started this, but it's hard to think of anything worth this nonsense.
I don't get paid. Y'all better dip.
How big is the chain, man? 551.
Nah.
If you're wondering what's happening here, you're not alone. The man with the sledgehammer is dressed as El Chaplin Colorado, the main protagonist of the Mexican superhero series. He is also an undercover cop and has just pulled off a major raid to apprehend cocaine and marijuana dealers. In the US, this would be like someone dressed as Mickey Mouse raiding your drug lair, which could be awesome depending on how many of those drugs you took.
Una vez más, el Grupo Terna del Escuadrón Verde pues empleó la estrategia de mimetización con un personaje conocido y querido que es el Chapulín Colorado para poder acercarnos a un lugar de un punto de venta de drogas.
Tor Eckhoff, known online as Ape Tor, was another popular YouTuber from Norway. Best known for his adventurous and sometimes extreme videos, he had a reputation for pushing boundaries with his content, which often involved risky stunts in freezing temperatures like jumping into icy waters or literally skating on thin ice. Sadly, during one of these stunts in 2021, the ice gave way and he fell into the freezing water. Despite efforts to save him, he drowned. Ironically, Ape Tor had appeared in a video just 5 days before his death, assuring his fans that he was still alive. His humorous and energetic personality brought joy to many, and he continues to be missed. You know how some people put up honesty boxes so that they can sell their goods and services without actually having to staff the store? Well, unfortunately, not everyone is honest. These people walked into one such standalone location and didn't just steal from the poor farmer who had set it up, but pretty much wiped them out. They started by taking several cartons of eggs and multiple bags of potatoes, then came back and started grabbing literally everything they could get their hands on.
Morcov, mai luăm? Morcov.
I'll tell you what they should have stolen, though. The camera that was capturing their faces in full view. Apparently this happened in the Netherlands, and these particular people have a history of doing this so they can resell the goods.
Well, initially he agreed, no, we don't want to clear it, but now he's saying if we could call in and see if anyone knows this guy, no one's in trouble.
Well, we can't get anybody to answer, so, but
perfect.
We can do it again.
Quick side note, that FU to Tyler written on the door isn't directed at the Tyler in the previous case, though it is a funny coincidence. The part about being too good for the rules probably isn't directed at these officers either, although it might as well be, as you're about to see.
Explain. We're not gonna clear it, but just try to call
Is there
it.
anybody up there that knows this guy in the tent? Your buddy in the tent, does anybody know his name?
Perfect.
Is someone got in trouble?
No.
All we want to know is the name. Do you know his
Same thing we do every
name?
time when we come here. No one wants to cooperate, they just want to hide. All right, we'll close it up. We're not going in there.
August 2024, and these officers from the Salt Lake City Police Department are trying to find out information about a guy in a tent. There doesn't seem to be any response from the employees in this building, but as that door closes, a can of worms is about to be opened.
Happy days.
No one wants to reply. That's typical. So.
That's a big police presence. This guy in the tent must be involved in something important, but at least the officers appear to be in good spirits.
I got you.
Thank you.
I will buy you lunch.
I'll do whatever you need.
You bet your ass you gonna. Just kidding. What's your name? Smeagol.
This thing's with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are they at? Are they over? Like, okay.
This group of officers, including an officer in training named Smeagol, yes, that is really his name, is about to meet up with the first group we just saw. We're also about to learn a whole lot more about the guy in the tent.
Appreciate you, gents. Thank you. You said it's obvious. He's in the tent. Yeah, he's obvious. Okay. I'm gonna go grab. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, with the witness, you need to make sure they stay here because if homicide's most likely going to come out, so we're going to need to get this. And remember what I was talking to you about perimeters, right? Yeah. So we're going to perimeter this off, and we're going to. Oh yeah. Take a look, buddy. Been here a while. Haven't been here a minute. I don't know if it's. His face doesn't really look caved in. He just looks swollen.
Yeah.
I don't think he's caved in. His face never caved in. No, yeah, it doesn't look like he was beaten to death or anything. Which
It just looks like natural.
yeah, just bloating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I don't see anything.
Blood everywhere. No, yeah.
Like
Okay.
his tent's not. I mean, his tent's kind of like.
Yeah, but it's like he fell into it, kind of thing. Like he fell over, like he was sitting up or something. Yeah. There's not all over. I mean, you'd be surprised how little blood there can be sometimes. I mean, sometimes. Yeah.
I mean, you can see.
Oh yeah, he does have a bloody nose, and there's that smell. Okay. So I mean, it might not be a bad idea to have homicide come check. Okay. So. All right. Well, let's get your tape. Yep. Let's block this off just in case. Yep.
If you hadn't guessed already, that smell they're referring to is the smell of death. Sadly, the man in the tent, later identified as 47-year-old Jason Lloyd, is a homeless man who has been found deceased. The officer's behavior so far has been a little strange, some might say unprofessional at times, but it's about to get a lot worse.
He's making sure the witness doesn't go away.
What do you want us to do? You want us to call? He's probably
Smeagol, what do you want him to do? What do you want your backs to do? You need help, right? This is going to be a bitch and a half, so
what do you want assistance with, right? So there's going to need to be notifications, right? There needs to be tape. So we're going to need to block it off. We need to try and ID him. So pick something you would like them to do and have them do it so we can focus on something else.
Okay, can you try and ID him? Or
give him the gross one, you douche.
Okay, I'll have them get in contact with homicide.
Will you guys work on notifications? See if we can get people out here.
Like homicide?
Yeah, really, Sarge, let them know what we see, and then see if that's what they want to do. Thank you.
Yeah, the steps.
What?
Remember, Officer Smeagol, seen here, is still in training. Every officer has to learn on the job at some point, but something tells me he hasn't gotten the best colleagues teaching him. Still, after securing the perimeter, they go back to gather more evidence.
This is the gross part. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, we're not going to mess with the body.
Just try and get into pockets or bags.
We're not, yeah.
We don't touch
bags. We're not going to.
Don't touch body.
Leave body alone.
Keep these words in mind for later.
See if there's anything. Obviously, see if there's anything obvious first that we can maybe open. Like this stuff out here, like backpack, right?
Set it down here.
Hey, what's up, Owen?
Hey, sorry, 1 second.
The officers collect and log what they can from the man's belongings nearby, then they come back for a closer look at his body.
So his belly tattoos, his hand tattoos, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are hand tattoos.
Yeah, there's hand tattoos in there.
It looks like a little bit of scaling on them.
When they move him, he might explode.
Mm-hmm. A good chance he will.
You've been on it then? No,
this is his first body.
No, this is the first one.
So you gotta help.
No. Really?
Yes.
You helped move him?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't think that was the thing?
No, I didn't know that.
That's the job home place.
I moved plenty of.
No, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Can you tell what anything on the tummy is? What about his face? You see anything up on his face?
I did find tattoo.
I can make out like some scaling on his like right finger here, but that looks like about it. That's, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like that's all I can tell, not super identifying.
So far, everything seems normal. It's true that officers are sometimes required to move bodies for the purpose of gathering evidence, but not everything these guys are telling Smeagol is legit. And it's clear that this rookie is relying on them heavily for help.
So I can't make out the tattoos at all. Maybe you guys have a little bit more keen eyes. Do you mind taking a look at his tattoos and seeing if you can make them out for me?
Smeagol's colleagues do help him out, while having some fun at his expense. But then they ask him to do something that isn't in the police handbook.
Buzz on, no help.
I feel like you're pranking me.
I'm not.
Take this. Alright, what do you want me to do?
Go ahead and just pop all the blisters.
Right there?
Yes, sir.
Anything inflated?
Yeah, just pop.
FYI, popping a dead man's blisters with a box cutter is definitely not standard protocol.
You guys suck.
We had to do that.
That's okay.
Sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta pop some bubbles.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting, you know, so.
You're not gonna out?
No, I'm good.
It's okay if you do.
Yeah, I'm fine.
The death of Jason Lloyd was eventually ruled an accident, but the desecration of his corpse by a member of law enforcement was not. An investigation was launched into the officer's conduct, and Chief Mike Brown called the behavior unprofessional, discourteous, disrespectful, and offensive. Several of the senior officers received warnings and suspensions, but no criminal charges were brought against the officers for their evil act. One senior officer resigned, but the rest were back to work within a few days. Just imagine if the deceased was a relative of someone you knew, and you saw the footage of police officers joking and cutting his corpse with a box cutter. Should the officers have been fired or charged with a crime? Another incident involving guns, the police, and death that took place in March 2025, this time in Illinois. Meet 72-year-old Daniel Curtin Sr. He's been in a standoff with officers for over 2 hours, firing shots towards them while claiming he's going to take his own life. He doesn't, but he's about to die as a result of his actions. When Curtin opens the door around 4 p.m., he points his weapon at the officers for the last time. One of the officers opens fire, striking the 72-year-old in the head, killing him instantly. No officers or neighbors were hurt during the incident, and an investigation into the fatal shooting is ongoing.
Supposed to be running a business out of your house.
This is my house. I don't live here.
This is my house.
I'm a detailer. I pulled up.
I'm just letting you know, you're not supposed to be running a business out of your house. You're not supposed to have vehicles parked on the grass.
He's detailing my car.
I can just take this down if you want.
You got a sign right
He
here.
put the sign up. I didn't put the sign up. He's advertising.
I can take it down if it's that big of a deal.
Okay, he'll take the sign down, bro. He's detailing my car. So what's the problem now?
You had a sign up.
Okay, the sign's
You're
gone.
advertising.
What's off? What's
You're
the problem?
still going to get a letter.
Always a joy when the president of the HOA shows up with his phone already recording to warn you that you can't do something. The homeowner immediately informs the president that the man is just detailing his car, and even offers to take down the sign he put up to promote his business.
What's the problem? He's detailing my car. What's the
Well,
problem?
that's
He's
not
detailing my car.
That's not your car. That's your.
That is my friend's car. Yeah, that is
Well,
my car. Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with you.
So what's the problem?
I'm not going to argue
so
with you.
I have somebody coming and watching
I've
my
told
car? You haven't told me anything.
You are not supposed to be running a business.
No one is running. I'm not running a business. I'm getting a service done. I paid him to
But
come
that's
here.
not your car. That's your car.
So my friend came here,
You're
and I'm
still-
getting my car
I'm
washed.
not gonna
So
argue
listen
with
to
you.
me. Listen to me, right? You told me something, right? I'm here. I live here, correct? Because you know that.
I know that.
Right? I live here. He came. I called him to come get a detail. My friend comes, and all of a sudden my friend wants to get a detail. So that's a problem on me now?
Yeah, because you're advertising.
The two men continue arguing, with the HOA rep telling the younger man that he's not allowed any advertisements and that he can't have cars parked on his lawn. Sounds like a great arrangement over here. The best part is how the worker just keeps detailing throughout the argument.
You got me wooded?
This cameraman was sitting in a store when they noticed one of their fellow customers standing awkwardly. She's just double-jointed, but they clearly found the situation funny enough to start recording. Then, out of nowhere, A clerk says something the woman doesn't like, and the innocent video turns into a crime scene. This is a pretty epic crash out, but while it may look like this woman has won the battle, she's clearly lost the war of life.
Now clean your up, because that's your job.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Who's this?
Somebody just crashed and left their phone inside their car.
You're lying.
Yes. I swear this car's upside down.
Dude, don't lie.
We're not lying.
I swear.
Go on FaceTime. Let's go on FaceTime.
Whoever you're trying to call just flipped their car on the freeway.
Here's an interesting one. This man came across an abandoned car that was upside down in the middle of the road. After going in to investigate and make sure nobody was hurt, he noticed that a cell phone inside the vehicle was ringing. He then decides to answer it, at which point the girl on the other end tries to argue with them.
Look at this.
Hey, bro.
Look. Hey, you want me to keep the phone and give it to you before the cops take it?
Wait, hey, bro, where's the person?
I don't know. They ran away.
Put on speaker.
They ran away.
Wait, bro, look.
The phone was right here on the floors. If you want it, we can meet up with you for the.
Person was my mom, bro.
Well, I don't know where your mom's at. She probably ran away. Is she drunk?
I don't know, bro. Like, bro. Wait, hey, bro, like that. Bro.
This is your mom's car?
Wait, it's a Dodge Durango, right?
Yeah, it's a Durango.
Yeah, bro. Like that's my mom's car, bro.
Well, I don't see your mom's.
Dude, she had like red hair, bro.
Well, I don't see your mom. Do you want to talk to the cops?
No, bro. I don't want to talk to the cops, bro. Like, I don't want to speak to no cops, bro.
It turns out that the person driving the car was her mother, and nobody knows where she is. Something fishy is clearly going on because when they tell her to talk to the police, she refuses. Greg Plitt was a renowned fitness model and actor who lost his life on January 17, 2015, at age 37. Born in Baltimore, Greg served as an Army Ranger before transitioning to a successful career in fitness modeling and acting. He appeared on over 200 magazine covers and was featured on Bravo's reality show, Workout. While filming a self-produced energy drink commercial in Burbank, California, he was struck by a Metrolink train. Reports suggest that he may have been attempting to outrun the train for the video, possibly believing it was on a parallel track. His untimely death shocked fans and the fitness community, who remembered him for his dedication, charisma, and positive influence.
No, this is your day, Your day to show that white privilege happens. This is your day that white privilege happens.
Did I make you show
Why
up
are you
drunk?
leaving?
Did I make you show up
Do you want to be here? Do you want to be here?
Oh, you
came to complain about your nails?
You are drunk and you are acting crazy. What is wrong with you? What is absolutely wrong with you? Are you kidding me?
There's no way we can't get her out of here.
No, call the police. I want you to. I want you to call the cops. Because then the same woman who yelled at me for raising my voice, and now this woman for being drunk and yelling at another customer, sure, let's do that.
Nail salons are hotbeds for insanity. Given the overlap of miscommunication, alcohol, and women looking to be treated like princesses, It's surprising we don't get more videos like this one. Once again, it is really difficult to tell what's actually happening here. The woman on screen here does indeed seem to be drunk, as the other person claims. Then again, the woman filming appears to be the one who started all the ruckus.
Are you kidding me? I pay money here just like she does. My money is just as good. My money is just as good, and you just let her act a donkey in here.
You yelled at her first.
No, I didn't. Are you kidding me?
To do our job.
First of all, you're inappropriate because you were not here when I got my nails done. Call the cops. Please call the cops.
Whatever the case, those women who are still doing their jobs through all this must have the patience of saints. London can be a scary place, but ever since the movie Psycho and a bunch of other horror films, American motels don't seem to be the safest place to spend a night in either. This next clip doesn't help their reputation, and this happened in real life, also in broad daylight, at a motel in Pittsburgh. The man in the foreground is this motel's owner, 51-year-old Rakesh Bhagavan. The man strolling casually towards him is 37-year-old Stanley Eugene West. Moments before this incident, West had shot a woman in the neck in a car parked outside the motel. She managed to drive away and call for help. Mr. Bhagavan had no such chance. Though it can't be heard in this footage, the motel owner asks West if he's alright, even calling him Bud. West's answer? A bullet, from close range, straight into Mr. Bhagavan's head. The shot was fatal. Following a shootout with Pittsburgh detectives, West was captured and charged with criminal homicide, attempted homicide, and recklessly endangering another person. As of December 2025, he is currently in jail awaiting trial. I think there is a good chance he'll be found guilty.
What are you talking about? I go live every day and now you're... Oh, shit. Come on! Come out! Come out! I am calling 911. Come outside!
Have you ever seen two people fighting on the internet and wish that they would just meet up to duke it out in person? Well, here you go. This Facebook live stream took a surprising turn when one of the ladies involved in an online beef showed up at the other lady's home and started kicking on her door. She literally tears the door off its hinges while people on the victim's live stream watch her call 911. If only we knew how this one ended.
All you gotta do is... Oh, my baby, hit it! Oh, my baby, hit it! Oh, my baby, hit it! Hit it! I did it! Oh, my kids, anything for the movie! Anything for the movie! Anything cool! Anything for the movie! Because if she hit it, it's dead! I'm gonna drag that bitch right out of her!
Speaking of human problems, this person seems to be suffering from a lot of them. This starts as a nasty public argument at a gas station, but when the driver decides to plow through several cars, things take a shocking turn for the worse.
Hey, move your car, move your car, move your car, move your car, ready? Damn! She flipped the whole truck!
After escaping the situation, the driver then manages to flip their vehicle just half a block away. So many questions. Why was the man holding onto the door? What started the argument? Looks like some queries are best left unanswered.
Yeah! You dumb bitch! You dumb! Be that, be that, be that. I ain't even got one, baby. I ain't even got one. I ain't even got one. Look at she just tweet. You finna go your dumb over here with your black race. And you almost just hit my mother, my kids in it. Lucky my mother, you ain't just hit it, cause I be beating your dumb.
This disturbing footage is from Round Lake Beach, Illinois, where a group of drivers were participating in an illegal street race. At some point, a resident came out to confront one of the drivers, a 19-year-old in a red Chevrolet pickup. However, the driver reacts by backing into the man, knocking him to the ground as people filming try to get his license plates.
What the? Get his plate. I got it.
The 57-year-old victim was hospitalized, and the driver now faces several charges, including aggravated battery. In January 2019, professional footballer Emiliano Sala died when the small plane he was traveling in crashed into the English Channel. Sala had just signed with Cardiff City Football Club and was flying from Nantes in France to Cardiff in Wales. Eerily, the pilot, David Ibbotson, who also lost his life, had voiced concerns to a friend about the plane's condition before the flight, referring to the aircraft as dodgy.
I picked a footballer up from Cardiff. He's been brought from Nantes. I think it's about £20 million worth or something. He entrusted me to pick him up in a dodgy Mirage. Normally have my life jacket in the seats, but tomorrow we're wearing the life jacket, that's for sure. This aircraft, I think it's got to go back in the hangar. Might be your last chance to have a good old chat with me, a good old boat with me.
When the wreckage was discovered weeks later, investigations revealed carbon monoxide poisoning likely contributed to the tragedy. The findings sparked outrage over aviation safety for small aircraft, as many mourned the senseless loss. On May 30th, 2024, Mustafa Muhammad ended not just one person's life, but multiple lives. That day, police in Minneapolis were alerted to an active shooter. Muhammad had shot and killed 2 people inside an apartment complex. He then tried to escape on a stolen electric scooter, but a passerby witnessed the robbery and struck Muhammad with his vehicle. As Muhammad lay on the ground with a broken leg, he shot and wounded another passerby who had just stopped to try to give him first aid. Officer Jamal Mitchell was the first to respond to the scene.
Squad 512, look, we have at least 2 victims outside at the location, bleeding.
512, copy.
Hey, are we on? Hey! Who shot you? Who shot you? Are there victims inside?
As Officer Mitchell assesses the situation and prepares to help the man lying on the ground, little does he know that the man is the shooter. In slow motion, you can just about see Muhammad pull out a gun. He fires multiple shots and Officer Mitchell is down. More shots ring out, and an agonizing 5 minutes pass before other officers are able to reach Mitchell.
I'm over. Stay away from 22nd to 21st. From that block.
Dispatch, I have an officer.
Get him in my car. Let's go to the hospital.
Where is it? This car right here. Hands. Do hands. Charlie, I got legs. Stay with me, man. Come on, stay with me. Come on. Get me out of the hat. Let's go. In the back of the car. Let's go. Car. Open the car. Okay. Somebody go to the back. Go. Stay with me, Mitchell. Stay with me. Where's he shot? Hey, where's he shot? Keep him here. All right. Where was he? He was back. Get the vest on. Get his vest on. I can do it here a little more. Let me turn around. Shot.
Officer Nicholas Capinos and Luke Kiddock now respond to a chaotic scene, and with reports of one officer already down, they aren't taking any chances. This is the view from Officer Capinos' body cam.
Channel 1, we have active fire on Channel 3. Again, there is active rounds being fired on Channel 3.
Yep, there's a cop down. Where's it coming from?
Where is he?
Multiple still being fired.
Middle of the street.
Do we have any location of the
Middle of the street, a block north. Where is he? Move forward! Lexi! Where is he?
342, what's your location so I can get more people to you?
Moving! We're moving forward up the fire now. If somebody actually went around the back and took a shot at him, go around if you can get.
Blaisdell and Pilsner looks like multiple shots fired over here. We're going to need perimeter and might as well start fire aiming. They are started to the area. We're going to patch with LTAC.
Yeah, he was there shooting right there.
If there's any other officers, we do have another victim in a red.
Every officer coming to the scene, come from the south, don't come north. Hey, I'm going up. We're going up. What do you need? What do you need? Take this. Anyone else? Anyone else? No. Hey, get down.
342 with the officer that was down.
Officers are with them now.
It's the only shooter we got.
Copy, officers with the one that shot down.
I'm coming above you, okay? I got you.
Here's their response again, this time from Officer Kiddock's point of view.
Stop.
Suspect is a black male wearing a hoodie. And we're getting shot at here. 22nd in place.
Where?
Copy. Actively shooting 22nd Blaisdell.
Where? Where's the guy shooting?
That guy, come here. Get on the ground. That guy, yeah.
He's down? Multiple shots being fired. Still shooting. He's mid-block here. He's still shooting mid-block.
Officer's firing rounds.
I
let's go. Move up. Move. 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 Get this car.
We have information that we have an officer down. And shots still being fired.
191, 2 blocks out.
Let's move. Come on. We're good. We're good. We're good.
We gotta get moving, dude. Come on.
He's still moving.
Blue vehicle. Suspect is a black male wearing a white shirt, black and brown shoes. Blaisdell information coming from.
He's down. He's down. Move up. Hold up. Come on. Reload. Reload. Straight ahead. I got you.
Stay around 22nd and 21st. They're shooting somewhere between the blocks. Copy. Stay away from 22nd and 21st and Blaisdell. He's shooting from that block.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. We need handcuffs on him.
Yes, I have an officer down.
Anyone else?
We don't know. We don't know. The guy with the gun.
Hey, get down. Get down.
He's right here. He's right here. Let's go. This is the only shooter we got so far. It's the only shooter we got. Hey, just don't grab my shield and hold it right here. I got you. Grab that shield and hold it now.
While Kidak and Kapinos were the ones to take down Mustafa Mohammed, other officers were also on scene and were among the first to reach Mohammed, flanking the suspect from different angles. This footage was captured by Officer Eric Withenham and provides an insight into the officer's armed response tactics.
We got shots fired.
Male wearing a hoodie. And we're getting shot at here. 22nd Blaisdell. Actively shooting. Copy. Actively shooting 22nd Blaisdell. The guy was down on the ground next to the car.
That guy, come here. The guy on the ground? He's the one.
Multiple shots being fired. Still shooting. He's mid-block here. He's still shooting mid-block.
Officer's firing rounds. All right, let's go. Move up. Move. Move. Move.
We have information that we have an officer down. And shots still being fired.
Cover me!
151, 2 blocks out.
Let's move. Come on. Come on. We're good. We're good. We gotta get more, dude. Come on. Come on.
Next to a blue vehicle.
I got shield. Come on.
A black male wearing a white shirt, black hoodie, and brown shoes. Blaisdell information.
Stop moving. Let's go. I'm approaching. He's down. Move up. Hold up. Come on. Reload. Reload. Straight ahead.
Coming up behind you. 22nd and 21st. He's shooting somewhere between the blocks. Stay away from 22nd and 21st.
The handcuffs.
From that block.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. We need handcuffs on him.
Yes, I have an officer down.
Mustafa Mohammed was killed in the shootout, but not before he had taken the lives of the two people inside the apartment, as well as Officer Jamal Mitchell. At the time of the shooting, Mohammed had 2 active warrants out for his arrest and was forbidden to carry a firearm. He was also on bond awaiting charges for his alleged role in a robbery in downtown Minneapolis. Why he decided to kill people, especially those who came to give him first aid, remains unknown.
You are sick.
Karens and cars just don't mix. However, this reaction seems almost silly when you compare it to the other road rage incidents we've seen. After what we can assume is a minor traffic infraction, this woman gets out of her car and proceeds to kick this driver's vehicle. The Karen claims that the driver almost hit her and that she's calling the police.
I have a dash cam, and if you want to be a psychopath, I'll let your plate number 2. I didn't touch you, you crazy. Go ahead. Go ahead, I've got you recorded. Good for you. I'll run you over. Get the out of the way.
Then she proceeds to block traffic, like a healthy person would. Seriously, what's she trying to accomplish? If another driver almost hits you, just flip them off and go about your day like an adult. Someday in a faraway future, people will find door camera footage in the ruins of our civilization and assume this is how our generation waged war. I mean, look at this nonsense.
So weird, I gotta look at me good. Freak. You are a freak. See that yesterday?
If being a freak means not talking to random doorbell cameras, then it seems like most of us are guilty. Indonesia is one of the most beautiful places in the world, but it's also insanely dangerous. From volcanoes to earthquakes and road collapses like this one, you never know what Mother Nature has in store for you. It's shocking that these people don't seem to realize they're in danger while the road is disintegrating right in front of them. It's a uniquely human problem. Sometimes the danger is so mesmerizing that we can't look away.
We are in a tin can with a baby in a echo chamber, and you want to talk to me about being okay?
Okay, because you're yelling.
So is the baby.
Okay, so you're a man.
Did that pay extra to yell?
Okay.
No. So, you would shut up.
No.
I don't give a. You would sit there and watch that baby cry for 45 years. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
Look, nobody likes having to listen to a baby crying on a plane. However, this reaction is so far above the acceptable threshold that I'd be shocked if he's not on the no-fly list for life. The way he's losing his mind over this, you'd think the baby had personally insulted him or something. Thank God for the calm flight attendant, because this is one of those situations that could get really bad really quickly.
Baby's for. He's an ass.
Okay.
He's a grown ass.
It's out there. What happened? I'm sorry, y'all.
That's me.
I'm sorry.
I'm
On July 7th, 2023, Cameron Hughes, a 24-year-old delivery driver, made a high-speed decision that resulted in death. While driving his van in Lancashire, England, he was caught on camera inhaling laughing gas from a balloon and using Snapchat on his phone. Unsurprisingly, he lost control of the vehicle, crashing through a metal barrier before plummeting into a ravine. His 15-year-old passenger, Bonnie Ray Barrow, suffered catastrophic injuries and sadly passed away the next day. Hughes was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison and banned from driving for nearly 9 years.
You are begging here. Call the police, and I got a witness.
I got it on camera. He called you a. I got it on camera.
Let's keep the customer service fells going with this display. She throws something at this man, and he throws something back. The man filming claims the employee said something that triggered her reaction, but as with so many of these videos, this person hit record just a little too late.
You should just walk away, ma'am.
You talk and I respect myself. There's nothing. You're a hater. You're supposed to be here to be nice with people.
Whatever the case, maybe it's time for this desk guy to retire. There has to be a job with less potential for interactions like this.
Hello. Hey, just have a really nice question to ask you guys.
Here's another front door video. This time, this woman knocks and says that she has a really nice question to ask them. Should we watch for a bit and see if it's true?
I'm downstairs with my neighbor. We're trying to visit all morning long. All we're hearing is, can you keep it quiet? Yeah, please.
As it turns out, it's about the Achilles heel of apartment living, footsteps.
Yeah, if you thought that was funny, it wasn't. If you want us to call the cops and report you for noise ordinance, because this goes on 24/7.
I have a toddler. You can call the police all you like, because you guys bang on my feelings all the time.
Not long after, she shows up, and she's not so nice. Apparently, the occupants decided to have a little fun with her. She then threatens to call the police, which I don't think is a thing.
So go ahead and call the police so we can report it right back. I have a...
Go right ahead.
Call the cops yourself.
Go right ahead. We have the right to live in a peaceful community, and you're out here banging around 24/7.
You have kids who live there. If you don't like it, buy a house. I live in an apartment downstairs.
After kicking the door, the woman informs her that if she can't deal with footsteps, she should probably buy a house. Actually, that's good advice. If there's one place you should be safe, it's your house of worship. So imagine how terrifying it would be to see this. This footage shows what happened when a man walked up to the altar at a local Pentecostal church and pointed a gun at the congregation. Luckily, the quick-thinking pastor grabbed and tackled the man before he could get off a shot. I bet the prayers felt extra powerful that day. Contrary to the public opinion, New York City can be a pretty neighborly place. However, these kids decided to wake up their East Village neighbors with a little joyful screaming. They can't be shocked that they were yelled at in a very New Yorker way. As is common, this soon started a chain reaction of swearing and threats. Welcome to the Big Apple.